In 1982, French archaeologists unearthed a clay tablet in the ruins of Ugarit, a once great port city on the coast of modern Syria. The tablet bore a desperate message, a plea for help from King Amurapi, written as enemy ships closed in and his kingdom crumbled around him. The letter was never sent. Ugarit was destroyed within days, and its people scattered into silence. This was not an isolated tragedy, it was the opening act of the Bronze Age collapse, the most complete and catastrophic systems failure in human history. For nearly 2,000 years, the Bronze Age produced the most sophisticated civilizations the world had ever seen. The Hittite Empire ruled Anatolia from their impenetrable capital at Hattusa. The Mycenaeans built their Cyclopean citadels across Greece. The new kingdom of Egypt, under Ramesses the Great, commanded wealth and power unmatched in the ancient world. Cyprus exported copper, Babylon traded in grain and textiles. From the Aegean to Mesopotamia, a vast and intricate network of trade routes, royal marriages, and diplomatic correspondence connected a truly international system. Then, around 1200 BCE, it all unraveled. Within the span of a single generation, no more than 50 years, nearly every major civilization in the eastern Mediterranean collapsed. Hattusa was abandoned and burned. Mycenae, Tiryns, and Pylos were destroyed. Ugarit vanished. Cyprus was sacked. Trade routes that had functioned for centuries simply stopped. Writing disappeared from Greece for over 400 years. The world had entered what historians call the Greek Dark Ages. For decades, the primary villains of this story were the Sea Peoples, a mysterious confederation of maritime raiders whose origins remain unknown. Egyptian inscriptions at Medinet Habu depict them as a chaotic wave of destruction sweeping across the Mediterranean. Ramesses III claimed to have defeated them in a great naval battle, but the damage to the wider world was already done. This discovery challenges our understanding of who or what really brought the Bronze Age to an end, because the Sea Peoples were not the cause of the collapse. They were a symptom. Modern archaeology has revealed something far more unsettling. Sediment cores from the Sea of Galilee and pollen samples from Anatolia show that around 1200 BCE, the Mediterranean world experienced a prolonged and devastating drought, the worst climatic shift in thousands of years. Grain harvests failed year after year. Famine spread. Entire populations were forced to migrate in search of food. The Sea Peoples were not invaders. They were refugees. But the drought was not alone. Geological evidence from across the eastern Mediterranean shows a cluster of massive earthquakes struck between 1225 and 1175 BCE, toppling walls, disrupting irrigation, and breaking the infrastructure that held cities together. This finding highlights how the Bronze Age collapse was not a single catastrophe, but a cascade. Drought reduced harvests, famine weakened populations, earthquakes destroyed fortifications, and into this void, desperate migrations, the so-called Sea Peoples, delivered the final blow. When the dust settled, the world had fundamentally changed. The great palace economies were gone. International trade collapsed. Literacy vanished from entire regions. Yet this darkness was not permanent. From the ashes of the Bronze Age, the Iron Age would eventually emerge, with new technologies, new political structures, and the alphabet that would spread literacy across the Mediterranean world. The Bronze Age collapse is not merely a story about the past. It is a mirror, a reminder that civilization is not a permanent condition. It is a fragile achievement, sustained by interconnected systems that can fail all at once. The people of Ugarit, Hattusa, and Mycenae did not believe their world could end, until it did. If you want to explore more lost civilizations and the mysteries they left behind, hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment telling us which ancient story you want us to uncover next.